Greetings, valued truck. By the way, that was Cindy. Okay. I'm on board a ship attending a conference. I tell her I'm going to start a webinar and she decides to walk behind me. Hello. Greetings, valued travel partners. It's always technical. And even if you give direction, are you going to pop your head in again? Hello. Hi, everybody. It's so good to be here.
I'm going to pop my head again.
There
everyone.
she is.
How is everybody?
There she is. Miss Cindy Patel. Hello from Winnipeg in North Carolina. Hello from Oklahoma City. Hello from the high seas on my way to Grand Cayman. I love it. Hello. Your best life vacation. Living your best life. Carpe diem. Why'd you miss the conference? The conference has been amazing. I must admit. I'm not going to say which one because then everybody gets upset because I shouldn't specify. But we are going to, from sunny Ohio. Way to go, Charlena. I love that. So it's been wonderful. So we've been here since Sunday. Actually, sailed out of Fort Lauderdale. It's been a great conference. On our way to Grand Cayman now. We were first in Bimini. Then we went to Grand Turk yesterday. Day at sea today. Everything you love about a cruise and more. This is why I love cruising. Highest customer satisfaction of any vacation. And by the way, I was on the Focus Right webinar on Monday that Travel Weekly did. So hopefully if you got to see it, boy, did we have so many findings. I got to tell Joe, we got to do just to connect with Princess to talk about our sponsorship with Focus Right, with this travel advisor survey, because the findings were amazing. And the findings this year shows land-based vacations pretty much standing still. They're not increasing at the level that they were, yet ocean cruising is killing it. So thank you all, because we are having a great year and 25 is even more exciting. So there's nothing but, to me, it's like the best is yet to come. So it's a perfect time of the year. I always like to say, November, I always focus, even though we focus on this year, right, year-round gratitude, right? Having an attitude of gratitude in November, especially for the many blessings that we have. And let me tell you, folks, you are the biggest blessing we have. Without you, we can't do what we do. And we say thank you to you on this Thanksgiving. And I know Thanksgiving already happened for Canada. So by the way, lots going on today. And guess who's back? Is she back? Is she back? No, you're okay. So I tell her to move faster and she's moving slower than ever. As always, we are recording it. So you guys know this. You stick around. There's the Q&A. You submitted them in advance. We're going to take some of those. Super excited to have you all join. And then the QR code alert. Really important. You know that. Everything that all the work that Joe and team do to make sure you have all the marketing assets you could want and dream of. Stay tuned. Keep the QR codes. You know we're going to have everything in a QR code. And there she is, back. Marsha.
I'm back.
I
love this love thing going on.
Of course we missed you. How are you?
Thank you. I'm great. I'm fantastic.
Tell me about the wedding.
Oh, it was amazing. And I heard from a couple of accounts when I got back and started talking to accounts that you promised some wedding pictures. And I was like, oh, I can deliver. Here's a couple pictures.
Oh, I just got goosebumps. Oh my God.
And I had to put my mom and my dad in there with my daughter who, they were iffy about making the trip, but they made it. And they even popped in on the photo booth. So we had so much fun. And it was a beautiful day.
Stunning. You all look stunning. This is what we live for, right? I tell you all the time, family first, always. Health is wealth. I mean, these are the moments that in life you don't get back, right? I mean, look how pretty you look. Right. Look at how beautiful you all look. I know we were, I didn't even want, I know that's her daughter, Carolyn, isn't she?
Yeah. Thank you.
I didn't even want to bother you. The gorgeous pictures. What a beautiful wedding. It was in Cabo, right?
It was. Yep. The weather was gorgeous.
I'm going to tell everybody the story. Here's a story. But a man named Brady, Marsha didn't want to see us because we were in Cabo. We were at another conference. I just snorted. Sorry about that. We were in Cabo at a conference, and the ship was going into Cabo on Tuesday. Guess when she left Cabo? She got out of Dodge quickly.
I left on Tuesday. I went home Tuesday.
That's right. The same day you could have boarded the conference with us.
Oh, no. After this wedding, I had no idea how much work this is going to be once we got there. Carmen, there really was no vacation, but that's okay. Because that one day, the wedding day, that's what it was all about. And it was amazing. So thank you.
Thank
and
you for
thank you
sharing.
guys for all the well wishes. I really appreciate it.
They're living for that wedding dress. That is a beautiful wedding dress.
Thank
Oh
you.
God, Joe, why'd you put that picture? I can't stand that picture. Like, oh, that's horrible. But I want to thank everybody. Obviously, we were a gold winner for the Travel Awards. We were there. That was during Cruise World, which was phenomenal. Travel Weekly's Cruise World, really phenomenal. So obviously, best in Alaska. I got my, we are best in Alaska because best, you're going to see the slide. Marsha, they extended
Yes.
Reader's Choice Awards for an
Yes.
extra. It's supposed to end tomorrow. And now, guess what? November 22nd. Okay. 22nd is no longer. You have an extra week. You have until the 30th. So this is probably the best gift you can give us because frankly, I always say it. It's my sales tip. We've won it 19 years straight, but 20 years overall. We are in the running for 22 categories, which is a record for us. So thank you all. But best cruise line in Alaska for me has been so critical, right? So we got to make sure. And I won't be there, but you're going to be there. And I want Marsha to go up on stage and accept the award.
I will be there. And I'm so excited. I can't wait. First of all, I've never been. So thank you, Carmen, for letting me join. You're going to be doing the right thing with your family. And we will represent you well. We're going to come home with some hardware.
You're going to FaceTime me when you accept that award.
Yeah. We will.
We're not losing. Lucky 21.
Not
on my watch.
So Carmen was talking about being thankful. There's so much to be thankful for, personally and here at Princess. Just a huge thank you for all of these great accolades that we've received just in the last month. It's pretty cool. There's so many of them, Carmen. It's like they barely fit on the page.
We'll take it.
And we are thankful. We will take it.
Well, this is really a tribute to you, the sales leadership team and the team, right? Because you really raised the bar. And I'm hearing it the last conference I was on, and then this week at this conference, so many, travel advisors coming up and saying, wow, Princess is showing up. You guys are showing up. You're showing us the love, the true love, the support. And the best is yet to come. And we've seen it this year. We're seeing it in future years in 25 and now in 26. So,
Absolutely.
What I like to confirm to all our travel partners, this is not a one and done, right? This is a partnership. So for us, thank you on the milestones. I love it. It is about partnership. It's a two-way street and it's nothing but rising. So we're super excited. Thank you all for entrusting us with your clients that become our guest. And of course, if we're going for the gold, there's your QR code. I say best in Alaska, but there's 21 other categories. It's just this one is so critical. And we're going to send it out in the newsletter. Joe, I want to make sure we show them all the categories. Because, I voted for me in every category, right? When I say me, I mean us.
Yep.
I did.
Princess down.
Princess. Mm-hmm. We have shown up. I wish I could have, voted twice, but it is what it is. Anyway, Can't wait. You got to tell me we win. You're going to do a FaceTime and we'll celebrate.
I absolutely will.
So this is so cool. I'll tell you what's not cooking at Princess for the holidays. Me. I don't cook. Thanksgiving. I won't be cooking. I loved the title because I'm thinking, is that Joe saying coming to cook?
I love to cook. I cook a lot. So that was maybe that was for me.
Why am I not surprised? Marsha Stewart instead of Martha Stewart. How about that? But we have a lot going on because obviously we got next week. You've got Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Travel Tuesday, Cyber Sale. We are entering, even though I really like to say everybody, thought November. It's been incredible. You all are calling, you're booking, you're making it happen. Super excited. Obviously, this started our Cyber Sale. We started earlier. So I think you've seen prep, Marsha, that everybody's talking about all these brands. I know I've been inundated with brands who have started their Black Friday and Cyber Sales earlier than ever. I know we have.
Yeah. Nobody's waiting till the Friday after. Yeah.
You got to prep, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Pretty good offer. Oof.
It's a great offer.
Fantastic.
So this one runs November 1st through the 25th. You've got up to 50% off. The 50% off deposit is super popular. And notice the little asterisk. So there's a voyage list that goes along with this. So on OneSource, you can look at the voyage list and also tell if this is a one of the voyages that this offer is applicable to. And then there's also free thirds and fourth guest select voyages. But this is available on all of our destinations select voyages. So just look at the voyage list to know exactly what's included. And there's a note there that we added more voyages as of November 19th. So I didn't know that. That's news to me too.
We always do an inside scoop. And I feel like I've been gone for 2 weeks. So I've missed everything, right? I have missed everything. So this webinar is going to be more educational for me than it is for our travel. You probably know more about what's happening with us in the last 2 weeks than I do because of the travel.
Yeah. So that's our cyber sale. And then also we have this boost that's happening, which is November 20th, just started yesterday through the 22nd. So you've got a couple of days for this. And it's the cyber sale booth. And this boost, and it has the free room upgrade included, along with the other nice offers that we just talked about. And then here's the biggie. This is the one that everybody wants to know about. So this is a nice insider scoop, Carmen. Black Friday sale, right? So it's November 26th through November 29th, up to $500 onboard credit. And Joe did a really nice job of adding in here what the onboard credits are based on the voyage length for the sailings that you're picking. So take a quick picture of that. The tools that we have also share this information with you. But one of the things you guys ask as soon as we say up to $500 onboard credit is who gets the 500, right? So we shared it with you right here. 12 days or longer, $250 per person. It also has up to 50% off the deposit. The free thirds and fourth is included as well. And the sailings are between 2024 and 2027. There's over 1,100 voyages to pick from for this Black Friday.
Okay, that's got to be the richest sale we've ever had. Because I remember last year, a year ago, we weren't open that far out that we could serve up 11. Wow is right. And this is the insider scoop right here. I couldn't even present this on the stage when I presented on Tuesday, Marsha. And later, if we have time, I'll tell you what happened. We had a little wardrobe malfunction.
Oh, I saw your Facebook post.
You saw. Okay, we make sure we don't get that picture in Joe's hands. That's a lot. He still has the picture of me in a Zoom meeting with my head upside down. I'm waiting to see when he pops it up to do a prank. So we don't want that one either. But this is spectacular. This has got to be the best sale I've ever seen us run. I mean, that is a lot of voyages. This pent-up desire continues. The momentum is exhilarating. I mean, it's just phenomenal. I love it.
It is. And we're not done. We're sharing more information with you so you can be prepared. November 30th through December 2nd is an extension of the Cyber Weekend offer. So now we've got the Black Friday deal, which is the up to $500 onboard credit off. We've still got the up to 50% off. We've got the 50% off deposits, and we still have free thirds and fourths. So we're basically extending it a little longer, November 30th through December 2nd.
I just sneezed on the truth.
Bless you.
Growing up, my mom would always say, if you're sneezing on the truth.
Sneezing on the truth.
Amazing.
It is. And you guys are hearing it first. We've not shared this with anyone. So thank you for joining to get the insider scoop. You
know what, Marsha, I should leave more often.
I know Joe does a good job of giving us our stuff. Travel Tuesday. So, there's what Carmen just talked to. We've got Cyber Monday. We've got Cyber Week. We got Cyber Month. We've got Black Friday. There's so much stuff that goes on in November, right? And then we throw in Travel Tuesday, right? Which is usually December 3rd. So we don't have the information yet, but there might be something great happening on Travel Tuesday. More to come on that.
You want me to tell him what it is? No, I'm just joking.
Sure. I'm an inside scooper. I say tell me.
Watch for it. Travel Tuesday means you have a hiccup from the Monday.
Yeah.
So
all right.
And between the lines. And then we bridge, before we kick off our wave offer, we bridge the 4th through the 15th, which I think was phenomenal because the success we saw last year, this cadence and this momentum right when consumers are booking, right when, and I love the little Santa hats. That's so cute.
I do too. I love this
Maybe
picture.
the greatest way to spend your holidays, like in Grand Turk, in beautiful crystal clear waters, a balmy 85 degrees. So if you're sitting in snow, this is what your clients want. Jingle the savings. I love it.
Jingle the savings, December 4th through the 15th. And then
Love it.
quick reminder that we have the better than best price guarantee. So book with confidence. Qualified cruises are booked by December 15th of this year, 2024. Find a lower price for the identical cruise on princess.com, and you get 120% of the difference in an onboard credit. And you can, if you find that, which is not likely, but if you do find it, you can submit that you have that situation on OneSource, and your clients will get the onboard credit applied to their booking. So
I love this.
Yeah, it applies. So book with safety, right? Book in advance and know that you're still going to get one of the best deals.
Best
and then the other
you never need.
Exactly. The other great thing I want to share quickly is that Joe put together this great little chart. And so we hear you when you say to us, what are the promo codes? So this little chart actually shares with you the differences in all of the different offers we just talked about in a nice little grid. And then there's promo codes on the end here so that you can tell what the promo code is when you're going to book your client. There's a QR code here as well, and you can download all the flyers, the banners, the assets for you to promote this with your clients nice and easy.
That's a great piece. That's a great recap. Thank you, Joe. I love it when you raise the bar more. Love it, because that makes it easy. Listen, you know what I say, Marsha. When I work and I talk with our travel advisors, they always tell me, we have so many brands that want our attention, right?
Yeah.
I wish I could say we're the only brand, but we're not.
Right.
And as long as we make it easier for them to understand the myriad of of offers that we have there, and I call it the promo code soup, right? That we have to deal with.
Right.
It's complex. This is fabulous, Joe. Thank you. Our advisors love you. You just made their life easy. Our military discounts applied to BF discounts.
I don't know what a BF is. Oh, Black Friday. Yes. Black Friday.
Oh,
if it means
Black Friday, there you go.
Absolutely. Yes.
Excellent.
We make sure that those are nice and combinable, so it's nice and easy. Yes.
My favorite.
It's Carmen's favorite. And
So can I tell you? And no,
you told me to hurry up, and I think there's something.
No, I'm just go to the next slide, because that's where you see the meat of
there we
Plus,
go.
And Premier, and why it pays to Plus. And let me tell you, I am going to stand again on a soapbox and say we have the best offer in the industry. We do not.
Carmen. Achoo! I sneezed on the truth.
Achoo is right. Why am I not sneezing now? It's the absolute truth. And, as I said, I've been on conferences, and there's never, so I want to make sure I'm clear, right? Because I don't want to be catty about this. There's no such thing as a bad cruise. At least I've never had that experience. I think, there is a cruise for everybody in their journey of life, as vacation, right? One of the things that I find why our program is the best is because it truly doesn't have what the big print giveth, the little print taketh away. No, it doesn't do that.
Yeah.
It truly does include the gratuities.
Yeah. There's no gotchas. There's no gotchas.
Great Wi-Fi. It's enhanced Wi-Fi for single device, which, by the way, I'm fine with a single device because I toggle back and forth. I think Cindy had to, because she needed her laptop, she upgraded. It was not cheap. We include bottled waters. We include lattes and coffee. I have a newfound respect for our international cafe. When I order my lattes there every morning, and I get my bottled waters, and I don't have to pay for it. It is a beautiful thing. It is truly a huge savings. And then with Medallion Net Max, my son is so excited because we're vacationing. As you know,
you're leaving soon.
Vacation. And I told him about Medallion Net Max. So he's one of those, him and his fiance, because they're engaged now.
Oh, yeah. Congratulations.
So 2 weeks ago, I was talking about the surprise engagement that was going to happen and that you weren't on because you were going to have a wedding. So I'll throw some of the engagement pictures for the next webinar. But I told him about Medallion Net because this kid is a gamer. He goes, no, I can. I'm like, you're 27 years old, son. Bringing a Nintendo, whatever. or Switch or all the stuff that he brings. He goes, yeah, now I can game. And I love it because it's exclusively for Princess Plus and Premier. I want to tell you, your clients must have either Plus or Premier bundles to get this upgrade. And it is game changing. We're not selling it. It's not for sale.
Not for sale.
Even a bigger value. And then Premier. This is gotta be. I mean, if I could just yell this off the rooftops, unlimited Premier beverage package. Unlimited Premier beverage. Enhanced Wi-Fi 4 devices. This is what my son and his, I love the way this sounds, my son and his fiance. Gratuities included. Gratuities, period. I gotta be honest. I upgraded a glass of wine last night. I'm not gonna have you guess what it was. So the upcharge from my package, plus a gratuity, plus. I'm like, I could have bought a bottle. I mean, what am I thinking, right? So this becomes even a bigger, I mean, it's just such a value. And this is where it's turnkey. So we're not nickeling and diming you. And the best part, folks, okay, commission. Yeah. You make commission on this, right? So it's phenomenal. And you could see, and then of course the I don't drink alcohol. Why does it pay to Plus or Premier? Even if I don't, I mean, if you just do a la carte, and by the way, a la carte is a la expensive because it really does, it adds up. If you just did one specialty coffee or a flavored iced coffee, for instance, one large bottle of water, I have one right here. I'm not going to tell you what I paid for it.
Yep.
One, a premium dessert, a mocktail, whatever it is that doesn't even have alcohol, you're still going to be paying, right? Your Wi-Fi, your gratuities, and much more. And I agree with you, Mike.
Thanks, Mike.
The price. I agree.
Yeah. And then not to mention, Carmen, so I think we underestimate the ease that's added to your vacation experience, right? So we talk about the value. The value is fantastic, but I have not, having now cruised with it a couple of times, I'm not worried about like some bill that's going to get me at the end, right? Like everything's included. I'm not constantly looking at my folio, which I think affects my enjoyment of my time on the ship, right? I don't have to worry about it. You know, the only thing that's going to,
you know what I call that?
The boutiques. Yeah.
You know what I call that on a cruise? When you're nearing the end of your cruise, the dreaded final bill. And you're like, what?
I'm going to age myself. Remember when they used to have to stick it under your door?
Oh, I love it. Cynthia says, I have not sold a cruise without Premier yet. Way to go, Cynthia. You
Great
are
job,
my
Cynthia.
I love that. It just
Great
makes,
job.
You know what? Your clients come back super happy. They weren't nickeled and dimed to death. They truly, truly have the very best package in the industry. I'll tell you what else. And I love the chart. And Joe, I'm not sure if you received it because in the presentation today, one of these brands that's up there introduced their new program. So I just thought I want to make sure that there's truth in advertising and that whatever we say, since they just shifted and did something to it, I'm not going to mention who it is, but I think everybody probably knows. I just want to make sure that it is updated. And I don't know about you, Marsha, but when did more become less is a pretty interesting thing. You know what else? I'm on it. Of course you are, Joe. Before the webinar's over, it's on.
It's so good.
You know what else I'm missing?
What?
My medallion.
Oh,
I magnetized my key already. You know what that means? I got to schlep myself down with my shoes slung from my fingers all the way down to get a new key and then all the way back up. Oh, it's such a walk of shame when I do that. I don't have to worry about it when I have a medallion.
I totally forgot about that.
It's like the superpower.
You have to deal with it.
You try.
So great chart. Use the QR code so you can get to the place where we store this for you and compare for yourselves. Hot deals, hot deals.
Sizzle.
Sizzle. You ready? Hot deals. 7-day Mexican Riviera. Round trip LA. You guys are always asking about these. January 11th. Discovery Princess. Right? So we began here in 1965 and Princess
60-year anniversary next year.
It is. And we actually coined Mexican Riviera, believe it or not. That's a nice little tidbit of trivia. So El Arco and Lovers Beach, you know, I was just in Cabo San Lucas. So was Carmen, actually. And it's one of my favorite places, and it is such an amazing place to be. We provide lots of different opportunities for you to see everything that Cabo has to offer. Mazatlan, Puerto Vallarta. Mazatlan has great shopping in the town center. You can go see the cliff divers. I actually remember doing that myself when I was there. There's just so much to do in beautiful Mexico.
I flew back from Puerto Vallarta, just so you know.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Great.
And then we've got the classic California coastal. So this actually happens to be one of our most popular round trip itineraries because you get to see all of the beautiful West Coast in one fell swoop on your vacation, right? And there's so much that you can do. Not to mention, I think Carmen's favorite is that call to San Francisco because she can sneak on into Napa Valley again and do her favorite thing, which is wine tasting. There's an overnight stay in San Francisco. So that is allowing you more time to enjoy all of the beautiful aspects of San Francisco and the Bay Area. And there's a late night in San Diego as well.
Which is really cool. And again,
only
I talked about,
$111 per day.
You are your own Lisa. Send me your booking number. She's on that classic voyage, classic California coast.
Oh,
I love itineraries because I got to tell you, love the fact that it's San Francisco air. Think about it. Round trip.
Yeah.
You don't have to do the thing. The late nights are amazing, as is the overnight. I think that's pretty spectacular.
Yep. And as quiet as it's kept, maybe some people know this now, but there's also wonderful wineries to be had in Santa Barbara. But one of my favorite things to do in Santa Barbara is spa because there's so many beautiful spas there. So much fun.
That's a tidbit. Okay. I never knew that.
That's a tidbit. Yeah. There are wineries and they're all walking distance. It's actually really fun.
Perfect. That way I don't have to drive and drink or drink and drive. I appreciate that, Marsha. You're always looking out for me. I'm
trying.
I love it.
15-day Spanish passage, Fort Lauderdale to Barcelona. That's pretty incredible. February 18th.
That costs $57 per day. I can't afford to stay home.
It does. I mean, literally, you spend more every day at home.
Guaranteed.
Per day. Guaranteed. So there's so much to see here. Sevilla, amazing. I actually had a chance to go there and I couldn't go to Sevilla, but I've been to Barcelona, Spain. Carmen, have you been to any of these ports?
Yes. Love them. Barcelona is spectacular. I think everybody knows. And the fact that you're going Fort Lauderdale to Barcelona, talk about two perfect ports that you can create a pre and post vacation just there. I mean, there's so much to do.
Barcelona's and then you get into Barcelona and stay a little bit, right?
Agreed.
Relax. What do you call it? How do you say it?
You can go see La Sagrada Familia, which will never be ever.
Which will never be what?
And the art is just spectacular.
18-day Andes in South America, Los Angeles to Fort Lauderdale. So these are all really great because they're a little easier on your pocket when it comes to airfare, right? So if you're on the West Coast, it's one-way air, no air there. You just get on board the ship. If you're on the East Coast, it's one-way air on the way back. So it's a nice, easy opportunity. Fares from $61 per day, which is pretty incredible. There's an overnight in Lima.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Costa Rica, pura vida. And by the way, I've been to the sloth sanctuary. It is the
I haven't been.
It is the most, they're they're just so cute. I think I was a sloth in another life. I think I was.
You were not, Carmen. Sloths are very slow. You are not in any way slow.
That in another life, Marsha. I'm getting a little slower, Marsha. Trust me, sloth in my way. I love it.
All right, and then we've got our 16-day Panama Canal, ocean to ocean, Los Angeles to Fort Lauderdale. I actually get a lot of questions about this, so we've got it for you guys. Here it is. It's on the beautiful Coral Princess. You transit the 3 1914 historic locks. There's 6 ports of call plus multiple sea days. So I love a sea day. There's some people who are not fond of them, but if you're a go type of person, you can still do that on a sea day. Or if you're not, you can do like me and sit somewhere and read a book. So I love sea days.
Or spa.
Yes.
Oh my God. Like rejuvenate.
There's so much to do.
Recharge.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about other people. There's so much to do. I mean, I'm always surprised at how jam-packed and how many things there are to do every single day on a cruise. It's incredible.
The other thing about the Panama Canal, ocean to ocean, because I did the Panama Canal on us and I've done it on other brands as well. I love that we bring the experts on board and they
Yeah.
take step by step on what you're seeing and the historic.
Yeah.
So you don't have to go buy a book. You're going to get an entire history lesson
Yeah.
as you're looking at this incredible, I mean, engineering feat. If you think about it, it's absolutely spectacular. So
It
I highly
is.
recommend it. Obviously, this is an ocean to ocean and it's 16 days. Thank you, Geraldine. She says Panama Canal is one of her favorites. I absolutely, I've done it ocean to ocean. And then I've also done, round trip Fort Lauderdale. And
Yeah.
both, they do not disappoint. And my kids loved it. Talk about a historical opportunity for them. It was really cool.
Yeah, it's an engineering marvel, honestly.
It really is.
All right. And then we've got Western Caribbean with Mexico included. This is round trip Fort Lauderdale. It's our beautiful Sky Princess, February 23rd. A full day at Princess Key, which is our private island. And it's at $121 per day. I'm just going to continue to say it, guys. Like when you're looking at hotel costs, there's no place you can stay for $121, let alone including your food and entertainment, right? It's
go to
phenomenal.
Think about it. 4, you go to your own private little island that we have,
Mm-hmm.
and then 3 very popular destinations: Cozumel, Grand Cayman. When you look at Ocho Rios, you are getting 4 vacations in the span of 7 days. By the way, and we know Feb, what is that? High season. High season in the Caribbean. There's no way. Forget 121. Try $1,200 a night. Good luck.
Yeah. You're absolutely right.
Highly sought after. This is a major value.
And we've got some new sailings to share with you. We want to make sure you guys don't miss all of the wonderful new opportunities that we're giving to you guys almost weekly now. So we've got 2026, 2027, the Caribbean and Panama Canal. It's available for sale. It opened on the 19th for the public. There's so much opportunity and options there. There's so much new going on in the Caribbean. Well, a lot of our new things started in 25, but they're continuing into 26. So we've got the round trip San Juan, Puerto Rico, which is the beautiful Southern Caribbean that we haven't been there in 10 years, Carmen. So it's a great opportunity to see this part of the world.
I was just there. I was
Yeah?
just there at an event. And let me tell you, we hadn't been there in a decade. The locals, this was one of the best consumer events I've ever been to. It's 1,200. They had to split a morning session and an afternoon session, and everybody coming and saying thank you, because these itineraries are spectacular.
They are. They really are. We just have so much to offer.
We're almost in Port Canaveral like next week.
Yeah. 2025. 2025. Here it
Can't
comes. And then reminder that our past guest, our loyal guest, booked by December 9th for the up to $200 onboard credit for their loyalty. And then on sale now, 2026, 2027 West Coast. We went through this, I think, a couple weeks ago to give you an overview of everything. This Captain Circle offer is booked by November 27th so that loyal past guests can get a special onboard credit for their bookings for this destination as well. Mexico, Hawaii, California coast, you name it. We have offered it for you with these beautiful itineraries.
Will past guest offers stack with Black Friday OBC offers? That's a great question.
Yes, they do. We make it easy.
That's that cake slide that I always see.
That layer.
It is like we're double, triple, quadruple dipping on every offer imaginable. I mean, that's like incredible. And let me just tell you the other thing I wanted to say, because you mentioned that when we come out with a new, a new launch of a new season, we've got a lot of subject matter experts, Marsha, that have joined us, right? Whether it's Australia, New Zealand, whatever the trade happens to be, we'll always have someone come on and share. And these webinars that we conduct every 2 weeks, they are recorded and you can get to them through OneSourceCruises.com. So if you miss any of these and you're not a specialist in the California coast, or maybe you're not a Panama Canal specialist, whatever it is, trust me when I tell you, you can go in and it's a library of these webinars, and there it is at your fingertips and you can see it at your own pace.
Great tip. Yeah, because we bring in the experts because they're able to share with us like what's new, what's special, what's different, right? And so they add a wealth of information. And so great tip, Carmen, to use those resources. So 2026, 27, Australia, New Zealand, and the South Pacific. Woo, I want to go here. Oh, it's
Me too.
amazing. And up to $150 onboard credit through December 14th for loyal guests.
Fantastic.
Circle Pacific. This is one of my new favorite things to talk about. So as you guys know, we just made a change to our 2026 World Cruise, and we changed it to a Circle Pacific because we know that there's a lot of people sitting on the sidelines and not necessarily 100% happy with, things that are happening in the world and that are, keeping us from being able to deliver upon the World Cruise that we have in the past, right? So let's think about this differently. Let's reimagine it, and let's still give something very World Cruise-like, where people feel like they're getting, the most of their time. So that is why we have landed with Circle Pacific for 2026 on the beautiful Coral Princess. We've done it nice and early so that you can talk to your clients who are World Cruise enthusiasts or who have been waiting to do something very similar to World Cruise. This is it. This is the cruise that has the most ports of call that Princess has ever offered on one cruise. 60 ports of call on 115 days, or you have the 131-day option if you join from Fort Lauderdale. So 45 UNESCO World Heritage sites in one
That's
cruise.
huge.
It's amazing. It's amazing. And there have been a lot of people
collect that,
waiting
right?
to do something like this. Say that again, Carmen?
Collect these UNESCO World Heritage Site experiences.
Oh, yeah.
You can cross out 45 in one shot. I love that.
Exactly.
This would be for me if so obviously in 26, I won't be retired by then. Sorry, Marsha. They did it again in 27 or 28. I might be out. And I would do something like this. This is what a way to travel. Yikes.
It's amazing, right? Getting on in LA or getting on in Fort Lauderdale, 115 days or 131, you get to pick. And not only do we have this fantastic itinerary that will sell itself, we also have a great deal, right? So it's an early booking deal that is phenomenal. It includes Princess Premier, which Carmen's already told you guys what's with Premier, right? It's huge. It's unlimited drinks. It's the specialty dining, so much more gratuity, and the Wi-Fi. On a cruise of this length, it's over like $20,000 in value for two guests. And if you book this now before December 31st, that's included in the deal. Up to $500 onboard credit, first class airfare for suites and mini suites. That's kind of nice, right? And economy air for balcony. So actually there's air for everybody. It's just a matter of what stateroom you booked. And then there's also deals on the segments, right? So if someone doesn't want to go the full length of the voyage opportunity, you can do segments as well and still get a great deal. On top of all this, Captain Circle members, our loyal guests, they can save up to $1,000 per person if they book by December 31st as well. So make sure you're communicating this, getting the word out. It's a phenomenal opportunity. I think people are already thinking about 2026, especially for a trip this big. They would be thinking about that already now. And then we've provided you with all the sales tools that you need to be successful in sharing all this information with your clients. So visit OneSourceCruises.com. And a little bit later, actually, we're going to have a special guest that's going to share a lot of new things for you. So what's new on OneSource? The man behind the curtain comes in front of the curtain, Mr. Joe Franco.
Surprise
Hello.
and delight.
Yes.
What a treat, Joe. I'm so excited.
Okay, well, I'm juggling several things at one point now. So I had to get my screen going. And no, thank you. And thank you to all the people that are on the webinar. We do read all your questions. And what I thought I'd do is show you a little bit about OneSource, because there were some very, very good questions that I can solve your problem pretty quickly. Let's see. First, here we go. Julianne had one here. Instead of scanning all the QR codes, where can we get all these docs? So to answer that question, I'm going to take you through it. Let me switch over to, let's see. We're going to go live right now. Oh, first, yeah, I forgot what I've even set up here. So OneSource, you're gonna find a little bit of everything there. My team, Ann and Brandon and myself, work very hard to try to put together as many tools as we can to help you sell Princess. And there's so many, it sometimes can be hard to find stuff. So I'm hoping to kind of unlock the mystery a little bit and take you through some of that. So we're going to go live. I'm going to switch over to OneSource. Let's hope I'm still logged in. I am. Okay. So let's just go through this really quickly. Looks like we're good on time because we have another special guest. First things first, the home page, okay? There is just so much on this site that it can be overwhelming. So I'm going to try to just simplify a few things. First of all, this is what we call our carousel, and there's a lot of hot things happening here that you've all asked about. Let's see, who was it? Oh, I'm sorry. Morales from Travel Planning for You was asking about shore excursion sales during Black Friday. It's not exactly during Black Friday, but we do have a shore excursion sale coming up. Anyways, you can flip through this anytime you get on OneSource and see things. I would like to point out, right here is your shortcut. If you didn't scan the QR code for voting for Alaska, here you go. Just click vote now and it'll take you to the page. And as you can see, these are some of the other teasers for our sales. Okay, so let's just go to the, first thing I wanted to do is Marsha and Carmen just went through all the new programs. So, and a lot of you are asking, where can I get all the information? We make it very easy. Click on sales and marketing, go to destinations, and here you go. We have a new programs page, okay? And so everything is conveniently put here for you of any new program that's coming out. So we've got Mexico, which we just mentioned. We've got Caribbean and Panama, which went on sale to the general public yesterday. And here's a little tip, and I hope you can see my mouse. It's kind of bright green. But what we do, you could be downloading all these different, we've got at-a-glance flyers, reference flyers. Reference flyers are the ones that give you all the deployments, kind of like I guess you'd call it like a condensed, a cliff notes of a brochure. It's got all your deployments. So now I just made a big mistake. Why did I do that? Because now I got to figure out how to get back.
Always technical.
No kidding. I don't know how to get back to. That was a mistake. All right.
It's all good.
I did not mean to do that. Okay, there we go. Now we're back on OneSource. All right. Well, I've learned a lesson. But what I wanted to show you, here's a little tip. Right here, you'll see where it says West Coast Toolkit. So if you want all this stuff, and sometimes we throw in some extra flyers and stuff, download the toolkit. It all comes to your desktop and you've got everything you need. Okay. And as you can see, we've got all the other stuff. And in fact, it was Megan from Isle Dream Vacations who asked about more information on Circle Pacific. It's right there. Don't have to look any further than our new programs page and you'll get everything you want, including we have a link here to our webinar that we did about a month ago. So you can watch the webinar. We had our deployment director, Debbie Holbrook, who gave a great presentation on all the wonderful things to do there. Okay, so let me move along because I want to have
fantastic
time for.
It is. And kudos to Joe because he provides like all of this wonderful information that gets put here and it's so easy at your fingertips. Like the reason he knows it so well is because he is the mind behind the machine, right? So thank you to Joe for giving us all these great tools.
Excellent resources. And to walk us through it, right? Because
Okay, so thank you. So here's another one. Julie from CTA Travel asked about Black Friday. Okay, obviously it's right up here, but anytime you can come in here to sales and marketing and go to our limited time offer page. We've got everything there. And you can see here on Cyber Sale, which is a longer sale. It goes from, I think, November 1st to the 25th. We've got the Cyber Sale Toolkit. So you can get all these downloads all in one fell swoop. And there's other things that you might not know about, like our bonus commission for the Sanctuary Collection, which ends November 30th. And I wanted to, and then there you go. There's that Black Friday, or not Black Friday, Jingle All the Savings sale on shore excursions. So there's things that aren't even happening till December 4th. It's starting there that you'll find those, like Carmen says, those inside scoops. And one other thing we did, we have our weekly deals. And this also, there's a lot of questions that come all the time about solo traveler rates. So this has just been updated.
That's a big
this week. Yep. This is on that page on our weekly deals, plus a whole bunch of other different sales. Someone asked about Alaska deals. Here's some stuff on Alaska cruise tours. So, and speaking of Alaska, I wanted to take you into this just really quickly. This is our Alaska destination page. You get there from the destination off the main thing, off the main navigation. And so here's our Alaska 2026, which recently came out, and all the tools, including a toolkit link. We've got a lot here. We've got video. And when we give you video, we also give you a download. So you can add that to your website and tout our new 2026. And as you can see, what we do is we've got so many Alaska tools. I mean, that's why we're #1 in Alaska. We give you everything you need to sell. And you can see it goes all the way down. We've got video you can download. It's crazy how much there is here. And but I wanted to just point out a couple things here. This is kind of an insider scoop because this just went live, and it's beautiful, and it'll be out in about shortly after first week of December. This is now, the PDF is now online, but this is our 2026 brochure, and it really is something else. It's all updated in our new design. I wanted to find something really quickly to show you. We've got it, as you all know, Star Princess will be there. So we highlighted that in this brochure. We highlight everything that makes us great. And we tried something new, which I'd love to share with you just really quickly. Let's see if I can find it. Here you go. Let's see. Fit to one page. Oh, wrong one. There you go. We try to make it for your clients, making understanding a cruise tour easier. So now we have like a day-by-day walking you through with little tips, and it takes you through an entire cruise tour. So hopefully this will help you guys articulate a cruise tour, because it's kind of a complicated purchase. And this hopefully will make it easier. And these will be in inventory, and you can order them from OneSource for wave season. Okay, and guess what? I just made that mistake again and got back into
Don't you worry. And by the way, obviously Star Princess will be sailing Alaska in 26, right? So we're super excited.
She's on sale already.
So
open your groups.
Absolutely fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna just wrap up real quick because I want to share. I want to pass the baton here. Let's see, Carrie from Cruise Planners. I wanted to just address her question. She was asking about dining program stuff. Our Ships and Onboard, we're always working to improve it, but if you go to Ships and Onboard and you go to our onboard experience, you'll add here at the bottom, we've got dining, drinks, and more. Okay, you know we've upgraded our dining program to have traditional dining, reservable dining, walk-in anytime dining. We've got 3 flyers here that cover everything, including what main dining rooms are, the FAQs, and the Princess Dining Options covers every venue we have now, including all the new ones on Sun Princess. So you can find all that information right there in a snap.
Hey, and Joe, Cheryl Harris says, Joe, you are awesome.
Bravo.
Oh, I got to find that one and put it up on the screen, huh? There we go. All right. Last but not least, let's see here. 2 quick things. Let's see here. Oh, you know what? Actually, Vanessa from Pima Tours and Jenny from Cruise Brothers had asked about groups. When you go into sales and marketing off this main tab, if you click on the blue one or view all at the bottom, you're going to get everything. Okay. And you'll see it all. It's got nice fun pictures, but if you want groups information, we've got it all here. It's a great place to start. We've got group planning guides too that tell you what all the venues are on every ship. So this is a great place to start. And I want to wrap up with training really quickly because I think this is important. We have, and I think we have a slide coming up. We have won Best Education from Travel Weekly, Travel Agent Education for like 3-4 years running. We have a ton. It's not just the Princess Academy, which is award-winning in itself. We have webinars, which are on right now. And when you go to this webinar thing, one of the frequently asked questions of every webinar is, do we record them? Yes, we do. And they're all here. So, here's Circle Pacific. Here's Japan. Someone asked about dining. Here's everything you need to know in about 45 minutes. You can see it. So,
Joe, there's a couple questions I want to throw at you here.
Sure.
Kathy wants to know, so the day by day that you showed in the digital version of the Alaska 2026, is that day by day also applicable for 25? I think the answer is yes, but
I would say yes. I mean,
yeah.
We picked kind of a typical Denali Explorer cruise tour. So I think it would apply.
It should apply to 25 as well. Great.
Yeah.
And then Ralph has a good question. Joe, is there any way to have Princess personalize a video with our agency information? Other suppliers are doing this.
Really?
Yeah.
That is something we're exploring. There's software out there. And,
okay.
Ralph is in South Florida, by the way. So Ralph, get to me.
Mm-hmm.
Let's work together. And congratulations. I know you're not at your conference, but you're one of the big winners that they recognize. So congrats, Ralph.
Woohoo! Congrats, Ralph.
Yes, sir.
And I would just add, talk to your BDM. We try to service many agencies, as much as we can. We're your partner. Last but not least, really quickly. So let's see, who was it? Doris from Around the World Agency was asking about ship inspections. Right there, everything's on this page. If you want to learn about Princess, we've got upcoming dates. Everything's there. So
yeah. So no matter where you are, I'm going to add to that, Joe, because we do get this question a lot. No matter where you are in the world or in the United States and even Canada, all of our ship visits are loaded there. So it doesn't matter where you are physically located. You can sign up to attend any of those. Our team is glad to have you. We will love to have you join us and do a tour of the ship, see our hardware, taste our delicious food, and view our staterooms. So you can sign up there. You don't have to wait for an invite.
And soon we'll be populating our Love Fest events for 25, as well as Seminar C's and all sorts of fun stuff.
Exactly. So with that, I didn't talk about Princess Academy. We want to bring our Princess Academy expert on. So please welcome Jen Weaver.
Hello.
Hi, Jen.
Thank you for having me. I'm so happy to be here.
Thanks,
hey, Joe.
Great job.
Joe, that Alaska brochure is beautiful.
Thank you.
Love it. So I'm Jen Weaver. I'm the Academy Coordinator here at Princess, and I love my job.
Oh,
so much.
And we love you.
Thank you. Take a look at that number. I had to do just a double take. 3 million courses completed. That is just amazing to me.
Yeah.
It's amazing, not surprising. Our academy is robust, personalized, comprehensive, and trust me, if you have not become a Commodore, you will want to, because that will put you in a category above the rest. Look at these interactive courses we have. They cover various topics, destinations, onboard experience, medallion class, and I love that Joe pointed out all of our other educational tools. But if you haven't become a Commodore, I would just highly recommend it, not just for your business, but for personal growth. And we've got a fantastic rewards program. So if you haven't become one, go on over to OneSourceCruises.com. It's really easy to sign up, and you'll be on your way to just becoming an expert in all things Princess Cruises.
Jen, I want to add, I don't think I've ever told you this, so I'm going to tell you live on a webinar.
Oh, great.
That lots of travel advisors tell me, and owners of agencies tell me, that they steer their new hires to our training. And the reason that they do that is because not only are they learning about Princess, but they're learning about the cruise industry and in general how to sell. So it is really valuable to not just learn about Princess, but to also help you navigate, you know, a travel career. So kudos to you for putting together such a great academy.
Absolutely. Thank you. One of the things on that note that we have been doing is taking some of the courses, and you might have noticed when you go through some of the courses, we're leaving out highly detailed things like dates and ship selection on purpose. We want you to go to OneSource Cruises for that, because that's where you'll find the most up-to-date information. Instead, we're taking a deep dive into things like key selling points, or the ideal client that you're going to want to look for when you're trying to sell these cruises. So truly, it is very helpful. In some of the new updates, we've been including things like famous landmarks of these port cities, and we've been including just even some of the animals that you'll be able to take a look at and watch for when you go to these destinations. So you're so right. I think it's so helpful in no matter what travel company you work for, and no matter what you're selling within the travel industry. So excellent point, Marsha. Thank you. So one of the things that that a lot of people talk about is the free grad cruise. And that's true. Once you earn your Commodore status, you'll get a free graduation cruise. And it's our way of giving you a way to just wrap up your learning. It's the culmination of your education. So it's just part of the experience. So I think a lot of people love to take advantage of that. You'll get elite level Captain Circle benefits. Sorry, I did not click that over. So now you can read that with me. And then you'll get a certificate of achievement. You'll receive priority placement in the online travel advisor locator, and you'll receive continuing education credits from CLIA, as well as other organizations. So these are all things that will just further your career and just benefit you, your personal growth, and your clients. So
if you stop learning, you stop growing, Jen. So you're doing a great job.
I love that. Yeah, and I'm thankful for the opportunity to learn. I always say that. So in this season of being thankful, I think that's something that we can all just appreciate. And so take advantage of these things that we have, because you really can learn a lot. So on that note, we're also going to talk about the 2024 refreshers.
Bless you.
Yes, bless you.
Sneezing on the truth again.
So hurry up and finish your 2024 refreshers. If you have done the very, very sacred work of becoming a Commodore, don't let it go to waste. Get on, take these quick 15-minute each courses. They'll help you refresh. If you don't, you become inactive. And that's, you're just kind of, all that hard work is just going to waste. So stay active, and then you'll get that $50 OBC, and then you'll get those specialty loyalty benefits on board.
Plus, you get to get educated, because boy, do we have a lot that's going on in our world, right? I can't even imagine it. And so I think it's really critical. Thank you all that you invest in your future, right? I think I'd seen a comment in the comment list. I try to multitask. So I want to recognize you, Jen, because, they say that the Academy has really helped them be better salespeople. And I think that's a true, testament to the hard work that it takes to put the refreshers together and to keep it new.
Agreed.
It's so great to hear those things. So we don't have a date that we're going to shut down those 2024 refreshers, but because 2024 is coming to an end, please, I recommend that you get it done by December 31st. Get those refreshers done, and you don't have to worry about it. Historically, in the past, we've kind of just sporadically put out the different refreshers throughout the year. This year, we're trying a new approach. We're going to get all of those 3 refreshers done all at once, and we're going to release them all at once. So you will want to be all up. You'll want to be active, and you'll want to be able to dive right into the next. That way, you don't have to wait for that 3rd refresher to get your OBCs and your benefits. So, Jody, that's so great to hear that you have.
And Jen, James says, thanks for clarifying the need to complete 2024 refresher courses.
Awesome. Good. I'm glad I mentioned that. Yeah, I don't want you to lose out on your amazing benefits. So Let's see. So we've got, Joe talked a little bit about Alaska, and so I'm not going to go as in depth, but I do want to just reiterate the importance of learning about Alaska Expert. If you have become a Commodore, it's just, there's an extra courses tab that you'll want to head right over and just become an expert, because Princess is known for its unmatched Alaskan experiences, and we've got courses to help you become a true Alaska authority. These will allow you to dive deeper into the incredible Princess Lodges that make the cruise tour experience just legendary. And if you're looking to wow your clients with a once-in-a-lifetime experience, becoming an expert in these areas is a surefire way to increase your commissions and take your business to the next level. And so, trying to get to that next slide. Look at this. I had Joe put this slide in to show you exactly why it makes a difference to get that cruise tour in there. And not only there's
Wow.
the cruise alone is just a beautiful experience, right? But you get the cruise tour in there, and you are providing your clients with just an exceptional experience that they may never experience again. This is just a once in a lifetime. And not many people, it's just very difficult to travel to Alaska and experience Alaska the way Princess allows you to experience it. And so it's just, you're one with nature. It's very intimate. It's very personal. And so, you know, it's easy to think, oh, you'll get some more commission, and you can see through this slide, absolutely you do. But it's also, you're just making people's lives better by adding this on. It's just awesome. So, and if you go on and take these expert courses, you will see how beautiful these lodges are. They're just extraordinary. So I would recommend that. And I love that the flyer that Joe put out has just the day in the life of the cruise tour. I just think that's amazing. So let's see here. So on that note as well, we are going to go on, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about two of the new courses we have put out. This fleet course is a monster. It's just huge. It's very, very comprehensive. Things change so fast in the travel industry, and they really have, even within the last 6 months, there's just new changes. So even if you've become a Commodore, even if you've taken the fleet course back in 2020, I would just suggest going back on and taking it again, because you will just become way more up to date, way faster this way. And it will just refresh your knowledge. You'll get to know about some of the new features we've had, like the new ship classes. And I've put in some features that will help you go into the different classes of the ships so that you can understand a little bit better about what makes each one unique. There's also this really cool slide that shows you some of the different venues. If you go in and you can see like the dome and the sphere, for instance, you'll get to see what those look like and where they're located. So I would just suggest anytime you see a little banner on a course that says new, go in there and just take it, because we've just added some great information, and you can just be on top of your game that way. So along with the new Sphere class and the different ship classes, I've gone into some detail about the new dining options. And I know that's been a question a lot of you have been asking. What are they? What are the nuances? What are the different dining rooms? And so you can get onto this course and really dive a little bit deeper into those options. You can also—
Hey, Jen,
yeah.
quick question for you. There's actually a couple of the same questions, so I want to ask this one.
Perfect.
If they became Commodore in 24, when are they required to do their first refreshers? Is it in 25? They don't do any refreshers until 25?
Year. Absolutely.
Okay.
Right. That's correct.
Okay.
That's a great question, by the way.
Thank you.
Yes. Was that the only question so far?
Yeah, it just had been asked a couple times,
Great.
so I thought we should cover
great
it.
Question. Absolutely. You have the year that you become a Commodore, you are exempt from those refreshers until the following year. So
that's awesome. Great question.
yes. So if you are interested, I know we have that tab in OneSource, but if you're interested in looking to see in a more visual way what these new dining venues are and what's included, you can go on and check that out. And
One
then,
other question. I think this is another good
Sure.
one. They said it's easy to replay your regular curriculum courses, but do they have the ability to replay a refresher course?
We at this time we do not. They get taken down, and for
Okay.
that reason, because a lot of times we put in information that's very specific to that season, maybe, or if it's sometimes they're
Makes sense.
very highly specific
Yeah.
dates or ships, and so
Yeah. It's
we don't wanna put
time
this information
date
out.
specific, right? So it could be outdated. I get it. Yep.
Yes. So, but if you ever have any questions, you know, you can always check in with the OneSource team. So, another course I just put out is a destination course, and actually I've put out lots of new courses this year. We've got the Princess Fleet, Northern Europe, the California Consumer Protection Law, Canada, New England, the Mediterranean, Princess Cruise Fairs, Alaska, Caribbean. But this newest one is Hawaii, Mexico, and the California coast. And so it's just, I put in so many great visuals. I think going through this course, you will become so excited to you know, just even introduce this destination to your clients or even for yourself. It's just phenomenal because there's some similarities between these coastal destinations, and there's also some differences. And so I've really taken the opportunity to take each one of the destinations within this course and highlight each one in particular. And one of the ways I've done that is to include, like I said earlier, a deep dive into these key selling points that will make each destination so unique. So this is an example. If you hover over these pictures, you will get a little bit more of an idea of why people want to go, for instance, in this photo, to the California coast. Hovering over these cities give you famous landmarks that pop up over here. And then I've also put in some key selling points and categories so that you can really get a good idea of who is wanting to go there and who you need to go seek out when you're booking these cruises. So we've also included a fantastic little slide that talks about the different wine experiences for those people who really enjoy wine tasting, and the Maitre D' Wine Club and even Vine's Wine Bar. So I like that slide because it just makes me want to go have a glass of wine. So yeah, so that's that for California. Again, we're trying to keep things evergreen and just going into the meat and potatoes, the big picture of these destinations. So I just highly recommend them. So let's go on to my technical difficulties. So I put together 5 top tips, and I've talked a little bit about them, so I can pretty much go through these pretty fast. But if you haven't yet become a Commodore, please do. Number 2, take advantage of the Academy's library of resources. Become an Alaska expert, stay current, be engaged. If you can be engaged with this program, I promise you, you will just have a successful time in your business. Take all the available refreshers, and then always check OneSource and Princess.com for the most up-to-date information, especially since we are, gravitating toward a big picture idea. Just always go on there for the most up-to-date information.
Jen, I got to tell you, I highly recommend we do just a dedicated webinar just on Academy because of all of this content that you have to share. I mean, I think, so make a note. I think we could do an entire webinar on just Academy, especially since we have so many new folks to the business. And it is the best. It's award-winning, Reader's Choice Awards as well. So I'm sure Marsha will be accepting an Academy Award for the best training and education of travel advisors. So pencil that in. I don't know about December since we're fast approaching the end of the year, but maybe first thing in January as we kick off. So then anybody who's not a Commodore, hasn't taken the Academy, can really get in there and become an expert in our brand. Thank you.
I'd be
Really
happy to. Yes, absolutely.
Thank you, Jen.
Yes.
So we are slightly over, so we are going to skip our news and notes for this week. We will table it. We will see you in 2 weeks with all that information, but we are putting up the QR codes in case you missed anything while we were talking earlier today. I know Carmen will agree that we just want to say, have a wonderful Thanksgiving if you're celebrating that before we see you next. I know I love Thanksgiving. It's one of my favorites, and we're thankful for you. We are thankful for all of our partners. I am personally thankful for my role at Princess, my partner in Profit, Carmen. Our entire team is phenomenal, and it's what makes coming to work every day just an amazing thing. So
teamwork
thank you to
makes the dream
everyone.
work. It is
Yeah.
phenomenal. And it is that time, right? An attitude of gratitude. And then the beautiful part, Marsha, is the next webinar. We're going to come live from South Florida. The team is together. We have our
That's right. I forgot. Yeah.
So it's going to be, folks, I don't know what to expect. Thank you, Jessica. I don't know what to expect because we're in a hotel and you're going to meet the team. So it'll be like musical chairs, but I'm sure Joe will figure it out. He always does.
He always does.
Have a blessed Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Thank you.